Peter says Stephanie is speedy in the sack.
It's like pizza delivery. If it's not done in 10 minutes, it doesn't get done at all.
But she took time to go dancing on her blind date.
I may not be able to dance vertically, but I can do it horizontally.
I've had better.
Meanwhile, Peter spent money on a slender contender.
Spending money on what? Sticks and bones?
Easy that, big girl.
Now that they've all had a chance to talk it over.
These are breasts, and that's just chest.
You got it right here. At least I'm right here.
Will they have a change of heart?
I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet today's couple. Now, they met while living in the same dorm. She raided his refrigerator every time hers was empty, and wouldn't you know it, he had no problem letting her nibble on his goods. They both quickly realized that they were craving more than just food, and for the last 5 months, he's not only been feeding her mouth, but her heart as well. Please welcome Peter Mercier and Stephanie Durrett. Welcome to the show. Stephanie, let me ask you, what's one of Peter's most appetizing qualities?
He's really sensitive to my needs. I mean, he knows me better than anyone knows me. So therefore, I can go to him for advice on anything.
And that's very important,
Very
of
much
course.
so.
And Peter, first thing about Stephanie that made your mouth water?
Her voice. She has one of the sexiest voices I've ever heard. Plus, she has that spontaneous attitude. She's always up to do something, so that's what I like about her.
Always fun, unpredictable, definitely. Now, Stephanie, what about Peter as far as your ideal man? How close is he?
Peter is a girly girl. And
A girly girl?
A girly girl?
I really do.
Hold on. You got the man shoulders here, baby.
There you go.
He's so emotional, and he wants to talk about
this is the
sensitive
90s.
feelings.
Actually, this is the millennium. I'm just the new man of the millennium.
No, he's too emotional. He's too emotional.
Wait, give me a good example, though, for everybody that we'd understand his feminine side totally.
Maybe I should get on his medicine cabinet. He has more facial scrubs and stuff.
You know what? What's wrong with a man looking good for his girl? That's all because I don't have my face breaking out like yours.
Not only that, he wears these.
Wait.
Hold on.
He wears those.
Hold up. But you don't mind me dancing around in these for you, though, do you?
If you want to call it dancing, you can't dance.
But you like it.
Between the horrible dancing and the flabby stomach, I wasn't impressed.
Flabby stomach?
Doing anything for you.
Hold on.
Now, Peter, what about you? Your biggest frustration when it comes to the bedroom? What is it?
You know what, Chris? See, I like to make love
to
Stephanie. Stephanie loves quickies. Like, it's like pizza delivery. If it's not done in 10 minutes, it doesn't get done at all. Most of the time, leaving me unsatisfied. So, you know what?
Right, well, that's a reversal from what we normally hear. That's for sure. And Stephanie, why does it have to be so quick? Why can't you spend more time in the bedroom?
Because he's too freaky, and I'm really not like his skanky ex-girlfriend. So that's the way I see it.
So you have some differences there. Now, Peter, if she had to spice up the love life a little bit, what could she do? What do you think?
Her fat ass can lose some weight. Like a good 20, 30 pounds, you know? You know, because, see, I go to the gym. You know, at least I try. She won't go near the gym.
Wait. Now, because this is important, has she gotten bigger, though, since you met her, or was she
she's put on about 20 pounds.
Oh my God,
if she keeps going at this rate, she's going to be a sumo wrestler. I'm going to enter her.
Oh, really? Oh, really? But he's not complaining, because if we really want to get on big, we can just look at all the other girls you've dated. If anything, I've been the best for him.
Now, Peter, earlier, right away, she said that you're like a girly girl. What would you call her?
A loud-mouthed brat. No, you know it's true.
That's cool, because my mother's going to see this show.
You know, if it's not done her way, it's the highway. Always complaining and everything.
That's true, and it needs to be like that. It needs to be like that.
Because of her immature behavior.
Exactly.
You know, and I only put up with it because, you know, she's young. I'm trying to be patient with her.
Oh, I see. You're hoping for her to mature.
Yeah, but at his age, you would not even know that he was his age. You don't act your age
that's
either.
because I look young. And
I think my high school boyfriend, or better yet, my elementary boyfriend was better
Then maybe you need to go back to your elementary boyfriend.
That's going back a ways. Peter, why did you think this is a good idea to come here today?
You know, I'm a mature 26-year-old. She's a immature 21-year-old. So I thought by dating somebody our own ages, it will help us decide what to do with our relationship.
All right, we're going to see what that's all about. Because coming up, find out how Stephanie's date almost wrecked the car while rubbing lotion all over her bare back. That's next. We're here with Stephanie and Peter. Now, Stephanie says Peter's the girl in the relationship, right down to the G-string panties. What? So we found her a real man, and he says he enjoys G-strings too, but only on his women. Please welcome Karan Jabari. Karan, I understand your date actually had sort of a surprise beginning for you. Explain.
Did it. I show up to the door, you know, I have a glass door, and I look out the window, I know her.
You knew her?
Yes.
And how did you know her?
I met her at a club about 2 years ago. She approached me, got my number.
2 years. She approached and got your number.
Stephanie, is that right?
That's exactly right. We went to a
Obviously,
club.
wasn't all that if you haven't called him since then.
Don't be jealous.
Jealous.
Don't be jaded. Don't be jaded. I met him at a club, and he was really, really, really hot, really cute. And I asked for his number, but unfortunately, I lost it.
Well, that happens. To the trash.
But Karan, obviously, she had to be kind of psyched that, you know, you reconnected after that. Were you just as pleased?
Definitely. You know, she came with nice fitting jeans. You know, it was a casual date to start off with, so I was very pleased.
So, Karan, the whole date started out with a surprise. What about some things that were surprises as the date went on?
Being that she said Peter never bought her anything, I decided to bring her a big, nice teddy bear. She loved it so much, she named it after me.
She named the bear after you.
Yeah, my initials, KJ, so yeah.
Now, Peter, come on, admit it. What's the last thoughtful thing that you brought Stephanie?
Answer the question. What was the last thing you got me? Thank you.
Cheese on
He
it.
doesn't know.
I got your cheese on it. I got your cheese on it.
He doesn't know.
I got your cheese on it.
He doesn't know.
Now, Stephanie, back to Karan. Was there somewhere special that you wanted to go with him that you can't go with Peter?
Actually, I've always begged Peter to take me to the museum.
You know
I've
what?
always just wanted to go to a
don't even go there because you
museum.
don't even wake your ass up on time to go.
He doesn't want to go.
Hear that.
He doesn't want to go.
You know,
But it's cool.
museums
It's cool.
close at 4
It's
o'clock.
cool.
You don't
It's
get out of
cool.
bed until
A
2 o'clock, so I ain't want to hear that.
A girly girl didn't take me. A real
girly girl,
man
a
took me to
man.
the museum. A real man.
Okay, then.
And he was
Name
was
artist.
really-
Name artist. Quick.
Now,
quick.
Stephanie, wait a minute. Wait, what made it being at the museum with a guy like Karan different than if it would have been Peter?
He was really open-minded to the fact that we looked at the art exactly. Peter, we would have went to the museum. He would have been crying like a little baby to leave.
Karan, she shared her passion with you about art. What about any passion you might have been sharing with her?
I just let her know I'm a romantic guy. And I had a table reserved for 2 at a nice Italian restaurant. You know, candlelights, dim. You know, it was
Very romantic. Stephanie, Peter's idea of a romantic dinner would be what?
All you can eat salad bar at Sizzler.
Hold on. I asked you if where you want to go, and you take her.
Now, Stephanie, what about that romantic vibe? Did you feel it while you're having a romantic dinner?
Definitely. He sat across the table from me, and we were holding hands, and I was feeding Karan, and I was rubbing his head, and it feels like a baby's butt. His head is really soft.
So, Karan, obviously, it sounds like she was getting a little heated at dinner. What about her talking about Peter to cool things off a little bit? Did he come up?
I think his name came up about once or something, but she quickly cut it off and said, it's about us tonight, he's relevant.
It's about us.
Yeah.
It's about a damn thing.
Now, Stephanie, better different conversation with Karan or with Peter?
The conversation with Karan was nice, but we have better conversations. He gives me really good advice because he knows me best. So I have to give it to him there. He really does give me great advice.
All right, Peter gets some points there. Now, Stephanie, what about Karan after dinner? Continue to be a gentleman through the date?
Definitely. We're walking down the street, and he made me walk on the inside of him to avoid the oncoming traffic.
Oncoming traffic.
Whereas Peter, on the other hand, if a car was really swerving towards us, he'd probably push
because
me.
you're bigger than me. You're bigger than me. You gotta protect me. You're bigger than me.
Peter, you're not going to win any points that way. Karan, I understand you guys went salsa dancing afterwards. Did you have to go home and change?
We went home and changed, and she came to my door once again, looking lovely. She had a nice silver top on with the back out.
Yeah.
Nice mini skirt, you know, showing a lovely leg.
Peter's making fun of salsa jokes. What's wrong with salsa dancing?
He's just mad because he can't dance.
He can't do it?
Hey, I may not be able to dance
He can't even do
vertically,
two-step.
but I can do it horizontally.
Even on that side, Chris, to answer his question, I've had better.
Okay. Stephanie, now you surprised him with your sexy outfit. Any other surprises before you guys even got to the club?
Yeah, just to show Karan appreciation for taking me out. I
Appreciation?
bought
I didn't
him
know you had
a
that in your
thank you
vocabulary.
card. I bought him a thank you card with a chocolate rose and a
Appreciation.
big Hershey kiss. You just
A card
never
to
did-
give?
You got him something? What?
Yeah,
Hold on. You got him something?
This got his
never
attention.
designed
Hold on, wait a
this,
minute. You
I
got him
mean-
something, so everything I got you. Oh, you know, you wrong.
Well, he asked you the
wrong.
question.
No, forget you. You wrong. Oh, that whole.
What was the last thing you
forget
bought
you.
me?
Oh, we
You know
already
what?
discussed
Doesn't
that,
make a
Stephanie.
difference.
He came up
He
empty
doesn't
there.
know.
So, Karan, you're now going to the club, right? You're on your way. You're driving Stephanie there. She's looking hot. What about the romance? Start to heat up a little bit?
He looked so bad. We almost got into a car accident.
Yeah, explain this.
Chris, I'm driving along. You know, I noticed she's putting lotion on her legs.
Right.
So I'm glancing over, and
Your legs
the
ashy?
skirt keeps getting
What you
higher
putting
and higher.
lotion on for?
So I don't know whether to drive or look. So finally, I focused on the road. She taps me. Karan, hold your hand out. Puts lotion in my hand. I'm rubbing lotion on her back while I'm driving. Like,
Why, she had the bare back thing?
yes, it was real heated.
All right, so that's good. You at least got to the club in one piece. That's nice. What about on the way home, though? Any other distractions?
Definitely. Karan's lips are a big distraction. His sexy lips, his smooth head, all of it. It's a big distraction. Really big.
So you find yourself looking at those lips. I'm thinking maybe you wanted to touch them, kiss them.
Definitely. I was hoping for a kiss, maybe even a kiss on the
hoping
lips,
for
on the
what?
cheek. But he was being such a gentleman, and he was being really respectful, thinking of Peter. So he definitely,
Right.
we ended it on a long, sensuous hug.
Oh, wait, you ended on a nice hug. Is that the last time you saw Karan, though, since the date?
That wasn't the last time.
That wasn't the last time you saw him. What?
And when was?
The next morning.
The next morning.
Yeah.
Explain.
To clarify, I had to take a flight out at 5:30 the next morning, and I asked Peter initially to take me, but he cried and whined
You know
because it was
what?
so early in the morning
No.
that when I mentioned it to Karan, he just hands down just offered to take me.
So he was there and he was your ride. Gotcha. All right, we haven't heard it all yet because coming up, Peter's date gave him a lap dance. We'll get the juicy details next. Welcome back. We just heard what happened on Stephanie's date with Karan. Now it's time to meet Peter's date. Peter feels Stephanie needs to grow up, lose weight, and build some stamina in bed. So we set him up with a mature woman who loves spending time working out in the gym as well as the bedroom. Please give it up for Vanita Shepherd. Hi, Vanita. Welcome. Good to see you. You know Peter? Now, Vanita, let me start with you because after your initial phone conversation with Peter, were you really looking forward to this date?
Actually, I wasn't. He was kind of nerdy sounding on the phone.
He was. Now, Vanita, you met him at the restaurant, but what about when you saw him? Did his voice match the looks?
His voice did not match the way he looks. He's tall, dark, handsome.
I bet you yours didn't match either, huh?
Were you just as impressed when you finally met Vanita?
Yeah, talking on the phone with her, the voice didn't really match because she is very attractive. She has that slim, sexy body, and you can just pick up.
Peter,
unlike this heavyweight over here.
The only thing that Chris, the only thing that's really missing is these are breasts and that's just chest. I don't understand.
All right, hang on, Vanita. We know that Karan bought Stephanie a teddy bear when they met for the date. Did Peter buy anything for you? A little gift?
He did. He bought me not 1 but 2 dozen white long stem roses.
You bought her 2 dozen roses?
And
There's more.
Hold up. And our birthdays are a week apart.
Put it down.
Got a birthday gift, belated birthday card,
cool.
all that.
That's cool.
Thank you, baby.
That's cool.
You're
You went
welcome.
out, though. You went out. It's cool. You went out.
She didn't give me anything
You went
for
out.
my birthday.
You went out.
Also, it's payback.
It was payback.
Spending money
It was
on what?
payback.
Sticks and bones? You should have been, if you really want to know, you should have been buying her some weight gain while you tripping. Really want to know.
All right, hang on, Peter. Peter, tell me about dinner. You guys are hanging out. You're having dinner now. What was the vibe like?
The vibe, it was very romantic. We went to the warehouse out in the marina overlooking the water. The moon was out. We were holding hands, talking, everything. And she was calling me her young tenderoni.
Young tenderoni.
Well, damn.
Young, especially since I'm a homeowner and have my own things. When you get your house, holla at me.
That's
When you
true.
get yours,
That's true.
holla at me.
That's true.
When you
That's
get
true.
yours, get
That's
your
true.
degree, holla
That's
at
true.
me.
But at your age, you need to be having a home. You need to be at home baking some cookies. Playing with the kids.
All right, Vanita.
Okay? So
Wait,
don't play with me.
Stephanie, hang on, because I understand you weren't baking cookies at all. Things got a little bit wild. What happened?
Oh, things got wild. We went inside the restaurant and we listened to the band.
live band.
He wasn't feeling the music at
Because
first.
he can't dance.
But he wasn't feeling the music at first. But all of a sudden, he jumped up, started raising up his shirt, and he gave me a strip tease right in front of my table. It was great.
And Peter, what happened? Did she return the favor for
Yeah,
you?
she returned the favor, Chris. She jumped out the chair, took her shirt off.
What were you looking
put
at?
it around me, started
What
dancing.
were you looking at?
Everything. I was looking at her.
What
It's
were
on
you
me.
looking
I was
at?
looking at
It's
her.
on me. It's on
What were
me.
You know
looking
what?
at?
So, you know, I asked her to stop because she was going to get me in trouble.
Well, I want to hear what else happened, though, because you're doing all this stripping's going on here, Vanita. What else hot and heavy action happened?
Actually, at the end of the date, we went outside and he's such a gentleman. I just like jumped up on him and I jumped up on him and I just hugged him. I wrapped my legs around him and he was really sweet. He gave me a kiss on the cheek. It was really, really nice.
Okay.
That's nice. That's nice. I'll give you that. That's a believable winter bra you have on. Is it water?
All right, easy there, big girl.
Cleavage.
Now, Vanita, I understand, you know, we heard Karan say that he saw Stephanie the next morning, took her to the airport. Was this the final goodbye for the two of you?
It wasn't the final goodbye. We did see each other the next day. We broke the rules and we saw each other the next day. It was really, really nice.
So, Peter,
right.
explain a little bit more, because you're in your second date now. Did the romance pick up where it left off?
It sure did. She was rubbing on my behind, feeling all on my stick. I mean, my pool stick.
Yeah, your cue.
Yeah, my cue stick. You know?
Was she really?
Yeah, she was.
Was she
Yeah,
really?
she was.
Was she really?
It was a nice, friendly game of pool.
And how was it pool with her different than it would be with Stephanie?
She doesn't cheat. No, because she doesn't cheat. Stephanie's a cheater. She's very competitive.
Right.
She'll cheat. She'll hit me. She'll push me aside, try to pick me up, throw me over the table. So, no, Stephanie doesn't play fair.
So it was a little different. Now,
A little different.
what was the one thing, if you had to pick something that was the most enjoyable about spending 2 days with her?
She's
Definitely
mature,
wasn't a
and plus,
conversation, I'll tell you that
I didn't have to listen to her mouth.
I said.
You know, I didn't have to go through that whole Stephanie drama. So it was nice just to be with somebody mature, you know, independent.
A whole different
Just
feel
a
was
whole
going on there.
different feel.
Now, Vanita, what about the way this date ended, the second one compared to the first one? Just as much passion or more?
He was a total gentleman the whole time. I, on the other hand, wanted a real kiss, but he was really sweet and a gentleman, and he gave me a kiss on the cheek. It was really, really nice.
All right, now, Peter, I understand the first night, but then you actually went out with a second date, and
date.
why not the second night,
Well,
though?
that's because I didn't want to hear her mouth. You know, she would have been,
Oh,
Plus,
yeah.
you know, I just wanted to play it safe. I just wanted to be a gentleman, just show respect.
All right, he did that. Now, was Vanita's sexy lap dance enough to give Peter a change of heart? We're going to find out next. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. We're here with Peter and Stephanie. Peter thought they each might be better suited with someone their own age. Just how much does maturity matter? Let's find out. And Peter, we're going to get your decision first. 5 months with Stephanie, there are definitely some problems, and it's been wearing the two of you out a little bit. We sent you out with Vanita. You guys had a really nice date. In fact, you had a second one. You enjoyed it so much. Sexy dancing was going on, touching with the pool game and the whole works. What do you say?
Me and Stephanie have history, and being with Vanita made me realize how it's important to have a mature woman in my life and everything. On the other hand, Stephanie's jealousy has shown me that she still cares. I want to stay together.
So you say stay together. All right, Vanita, sorry things didn't work out for you. Now, Stephanie, we got to get your decision. Peter says he wants to stay together, but you went out with Karan. You, in fact, 2 years ago tried to pick the guy up at a club, so we know you were attracted to him initially then. You guys had a really romantic date. Tell us what you think now.
The show showed me basically that Peter can be romantic, and I think he needs to stay being romantic with her. I've had a change of heart.
All right, Karan, does that work for you? You're all right with that? Now, Peter, I don't know, maybe the age difference was just too much to overcome. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's actually going to really love you dancing around in that G-string, so don't worry about it. That's our show for today. Thanks to Vanita and Peter, and good luck to Karan and Stephanie. See you next time on Change of Heart.